All right. Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon. I know we've been here wondering why the audio is quiet. So we're supposed to start the ceremony in 5 minutes. That we just have it clocked to 4. So we just have 4 minutes before we commence the ceremony. I hope we are all ready. Meanwhile, I know you've been interacting with each other in the chat section, which is very, very good. So let's keep at it. We'll start in the next 4 minutes. I hope you're ready. We just have 1 hour to do this. So make sure you collect as much information as you can and you interact with each other. All right. As you can see on the screen, we have the cohort 2 closing ceremony happening at the same time with the cohort 3. The cohort 2 closing ceremony happening the same time as the cohort 3 opening ceremony. So you're basically going to even meet alumni from previous programs. They can let you know how the program was in the chat section meanwhile. All right, so just give us a few minutes. Thank you. And I've opened up the group, the WhatsApp group. So if you want to also interact with each other, you can do that in the WhatsApp group, which will be closed by end of day today. All right.
Alors, pour les francophones qui sont sur l'appel, bonjour, j'espère que vous allez bien. Alors, patientons quelques minutes, nous allons commencer dans quelques minutes, d'accord? Et lorsque la session sera démarrée, il y aura une option d'interprétation. N'hésitez pas à cliquer l'option d'interprétation pour pouvoir me rejoindre de l'autre côté pour l'interprétation. Merci.
Judith, we'll also be able to hear you. Your French. Judith, you're in the interpretation room? Confirm you're in the interpretation room. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you're joining us from. I know you have ladies joining us from the Caribbean, and it's 8 a.m. your time. So feel welcome. I know we've been interacting a lot in the chat section, so just keep at it. It's already top of the hour, so we will officially commence the closing ceremony for cohort 2 and the opening ceremony for cohort 3. Feel welcome. I have with me my team on the call. I have with me my team on the call. You're going to interact with them a lot more as we move along. But just to get into it, the first agenda for the day would be the welcoming remarks from the founder of Impactor, that's Madam Efe Ukala. So she'll be coming in with her opening remarks. Please feel free to welcome her in the chat section. You can use the emojis, you can drop emojis, you can type out in the chat section. For my French people, there's an interpretation icon. There's like a world icon at the bottom of your screen. Please make sure you click on that. Click on the French option so that you can listen in on French. We have French interpretation happening at the same time. So make sure you do that so that you can listen in on French. Listen in French. So Madam Efe, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here. But before I proceed, though, I just want to make sure that we have the AfroExim team here, or if we still need to give them a minute to join, because obviously we can't start this program without AfroExim being present.
I know we have Alassane on the call. So, Mr. Alassane, we are trying to prompt you to join as a panelist. Please accept the request.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I accepted the request. Is it confirmed on your side?
Yes, we can see you
now.
now.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, thank you. Thank you very much. I was just checking with the director, and he's connecting right now. So please allow us. I think he's connected now. Allow us just 1 or 2 minutes. He's connected.
Okay, we can wait, and once you signal that we're ready, we will start.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have just seen him. I've sent him a request to join as a panelist, Mr. Odi. Odi,
So,
you're on
Beryl,
the call now?
let me know when it's set, okay?
All right. Mr. Odi, are you on the call? Just confirm.
I am indeed. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Great. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for making the time this morning, this afternoon. I know we have a lot of our sisters from the Caribbean, so I know it's morning to you there and afternoon to our sisters on the African continent. It is such a pleasure to welcome you all to this closing and opening ceremony. We have long awaited it, and we're super excited that it's finally here and it's happening. But before I proceed to proceeding with my welcome and a brief of Showcase Her, I want to first of all extend our deep gratitude to our very beloved partner, AfroExim Bank, for making this program possible. Without them, we will not be here. Without them, we would not be talking about the containers of goods that a lot of you have now shipped across the continent or even accessing trade finance. So a big thank you to our trusted partner, AfroExim Bank, for their support and patience with us throughout the program that is now running into its third year. So on behalf of Impactor, I welcome you all to the commencement of Showcase Her Cohort 3 and the closeout of Showcase Her Cohort 2. As a lot of you know, ShowcaseHER was created to help African and now the Caribbean women to access export markets, to be able to trade and compete internationally. But as we continue to export and work with a lot of you, we also are recognizing that we are also showcasing the power of women in transforming industry, driving trade across border, and shaping African and Caribbean economic future. So thank you all for being here today. Welcome. And we look forward to, an amazing start of the cohort 3 class. So I would turn it over to Beryl. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Efe, for that short and powerful welcome message. We'll also have Mr. Odi Akanoba from Afrexim Bank. He's the Director of SAB Development. He'll also be giving us his opening remarks. Odi?
Thank you very much, Beryl. Can I confirm that everyone can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes.
Excellent. No, thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm very excited. I can see that there are nearly 800 people online with us today, which is phenomenal. You cannot begin to imagine how excited we are to see how many of you have taken the initiative to join this program. So on behalf of the African Export-Import Bank, Afrexim Bank, it is my distinct honor to welcome everybody to the third ShowcaseHER cohort 3. Once again, I'll start by congratulating each and every one of you on your selection to this accelerator program, which we have designed in collaboration with our partner of choice, ImpactHER, and designed to empower women in global Africa to export. Now, your inclusion in this cohort reflects not just entrepreneurial excellence, but also ourselves, Afrexim Bank, our steadfast commitment to supporting women-led enterprises as they scale across borders and into global markets. We've come together today as a community, and we are united by a shared vision. This program is not just about capacity building. It's also about creating momentum. It's about unlocking value. It's about charting new pathways to success. It is intended to be a catalyst for economic transformation across global Africa, which, as you know, encompasses both the mainland African continent, but also our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean as well. So the mission that we've defined for ourselves under this program is fully aligned with Afrexim Bank's mandate. And, we are inviting you as members of this cohort to see yourselves as ambassadors of that vision. At Afrexim Bank, we recognize the transformative power of female-led enterprises in driving inclusive economic growth. We acknowledge that women own nearly a third of all SMEs across Africa, and that they collectively account for approximately 60% of employment and contribute around 50% to the continent's GDP. So we ignore you women at our own peril. That's very clear to us. But as a continent, despite these impressive contributions, we know that systemic barriers persist with regards to women's support and women development. Entrepreneurs like yourselves continue to face limited access to capital, limited access to resources, and other challenges that are not just personal, but also structural. So it is in that regard that the bank, under its Export SME Development Program, has prioritized the integration of women entrepreneurs into cross-border value chains in alignment with the goals of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA. This priority is shared by our strategic partners, including the African Union Commission, AUC, the AFCFTA Secretariat, and of course, the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, UNECA. We have partnered with ShowcaseHER, a leading women-focused capacity building organization, to deliver the ShowcaseHER Accelerator program for the 3rd year running. This initiative is designed to equip you with tools, training, and digital capabilities needed to become export-ready and to trade confidently across borders. The cohort that you are part of brings together women-led SMEs from across no less than 25 countries across Africa and the Caribbean, representing diverse sectors such as agriculture and agro-processing, fashion and beauty, food and beverages, health and wellness, and manufacturing. This diversity will foster rich knowledge exchange, meaningful collaboration, and expanded market access for each and every one of you. I'd like to seize the opportunity once again to extend our sincere appreciation to Ms. Efe Okala and her team at ShowcaseHER. They are our trusted partner, and they are once again leading this initiative, as I said before, for the 3rd consecutive year. Today also marks the successful conclusion of Cohort 2, and on behalf of Afreximbank, I extend a heartfelt congratulations to those of you who are graduating from that cohort. ShowcaseHER's proven expertise in export development training for women-led SMEs across global Africa is truly commendable. I am confident that this experience will be transformational for each and every one of you, both professionally and personally. On behalf of Afreximbank, I wish you every success in this program and in all of your future endeavors. Let me close with a call to action. If you take nothing else away from today's ceremony, I want you to go away thinking of yourselves as champions of trade and catalysts for progress towards a more equal, more sustainable, and more prosperous global Africa. I want us to think and dream of an Africa where female entrepreneurs are not just participants in our economies, but actual leaders and architects of our shared future. So with that, I thank you again for joining the program. I encourage you to take full advantage of every opportunity that it presents. And I thank you all for your attention. Thank you.
Sorry, thank you so much, Mr. Odi. It's great to hear about the work that Afreximbank is doing to empower women-led enterprises across not just Africa, but also into the Caribbean. Next on the agenda was a brief introduction on what ShowcaseHER does. I know most of us applied for the program through posts you saw on social media. You probably went to our website to learn about ShowcaseHER, but just to take you through briefly what ShowcaseHER does. My director, that's Clementina Uzogo, was supposed to take this part, but inevitably she would not be able to join us. So I will take that on her behalf. Just give me a second. All right, so just to give you a brief of what ShowcaseHER does, we are a nonprofit and we're very impact driven. We are focused on empowering the African women entrepreneurs. In the next slide, I'm just going to mention some of our services that we have for women entrepreneurs. But besides that, we've been able to garner a few awards for the work that we have been doing. On the screen, if you're reading my slide, you'll see that in 2022, we were awarded by the African Union as the best support organizations for women-led SMEs in Africa. And in 2023, we also received the United Nations SDG Action Awards. Some of the, looking at the numbers of our impact, so far we've been able to train over 210,000 African women entrepreneurs. Besides this, women who are in our community are 116,000. As much as we talk about digital transformation for women entrepreneurs, we try and also assist these women to move their businesses from non-technologically enabled businesses to tech-enabled businesses. And we've done this to 89,000 plus women entrepreneurs across Africa. We don't leave out girls, also students. So we've trained 17,000 plus, all right? And when you're still talking about digital transformation, we do professional web development for the women who go through our programs. And so far we've done 1,717 websites, e-commerce websites for African women entrepreneurs. So this just basically shows you the diversity in our services. And it's not just limited to this. We also have access to finance, where we've introduced investors to women, and we've also helped them become loan ready and investor ready, all right? Some of our services, or all of our services rather, are, and there's the capacity building. That's the core of our services, where we offer different kinds of trainings depending on the gaps that women entrepreneurs are experiencing, all right? So it's not like we just sit down and decide, okay, let's start an export readiness training or a digital skills training. So we look at the needs that women entrepreneurs are experiencing, and we tailor our services or our trainings to those needs. Besides that, we also have post-training support, which covers mentorship and business advisory. They're able to have one-on-one sessions, individualized sessions with experts in different areas. Could be digital marketing, would be finance, all right? So they're able to have one-on-ones and get guidance on that. We have a very robust tech team where, if you go back to the previous slide where I said we create websites for women, e-commerce websites for women, and help them move from non-tech to tech-enabled businesses. So there's also the digital transformation, and then access to finance, where I mentioned we help women get loan ready, investor ready. We link them up with banks. We ensure their books are also ready. And then there's also the branding bit. How good is your branding? We help you with brand identities, all right? So these are more or less some of the services that we have. Over time, you're going to learn more about them. You can also check out our website and get more details on what we do. Now, because we're here in regards to ShowcaseHER, I know Madam Efe and Mr. Odi have already introduced ShowcaseHER. It's our export readiness training program that we started 2 years ago. So we're basically commencing the third cohort of the program.
Hi, Barry.
All right, in the first cohort. Can
you hear me?
In the first, hi Clem.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me just wrap up.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. So good afternoon, everybody. With the ShowcaseHER program, which is why we are all gathered here today to witness the closeout of the just concluded cohorts and the one the one that is starting the cohort 3. It's basically an export readiness program. We are bringing to you, of course, Afreximbank and ImpactHER. What the intention is to make sure that women entrepreneurs, as much as we are trying to build capacity in supplying the needs of our local environment, but at the same time, we are thinking bigger, looking at the bigger picture, which is taking these goods and services or services that we do locally, taking them to international market, taking them to the markets where, there is great demand for them, and then also being able to put our country, our respective countries on the map in those markets. For cohort 1, this is not, of course, our first rodeo. We have had people graduate from this program from first cohort, which was in 2023 to 2024. For there, we had 527 women entrepreneurs across 23 African countries participate in that. And for cohort 2, which was last year and is ending this year, the closing ceremony with this, we had 707 SMEs from 45 countries. And what we did differently with the cohort 2 is also that we had the Caribbean countries. We had participants from Caribbean countries, and then we also had the training program in both English and French language. So the Anglophone and Francophone Africa are all covered under the program. And for this cohort 3, which we are launching now, it would interest you to know that we received over 16,000 applications for people that want to be part of this program. So I would say that if you were part of those that received the congratulatory message, it is really indeed a privilege to be part of this cohort 3 program, given the overwhelming number of applications that we received. And this is just to also just brief us a bit. We're going to have an orientation class as to what to expect during the program and, what the guideline is. But it's basically divided into 3 prongs. First prong is we have a teacher, we have a digitalizer, and we have a mentorship where we have like a hand-holding session where we're working with you through to make sure that your business is where it needs to be, and that's being represented internationally. So yes, in summary, that's what the ShowcaseHER is about. And in the coming weeks, you would get to learn more about the amazing program we have put together for you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Clem. At least the participants get to put a face to the name, okay? Next, like I said, this is also the closing ceremony for cohort 2. So we'll have a few participants from cohort 2 give their testimonials. Just to remind you to please be brief. I know there's much to say, but please be brief. And then ensure you speak slowly because we have the French interpretation going on. So speak slowly to allow for French interpretation. I'll invite Dr. Nesrin Abdun from Sudan. Dr. Nesrin Abdun from Sudan. Dr. Nesrin Abdun from Sudan. Okay. I cannot see her on the call. So the next person I will invite to give her testimonial is Catherine Constance from Malawi. Catherine Constance. Catherine Constance. Okay. I'm sure they'll join probably later on, or they're having a few tech issues. But I can see Faith on the call. Faith, please have the floor. You have the floor. Faith Abiazem.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Faith Abiazem, founder of Boaz Empire Global Limited, formerly Boaz Bubu Superfoods Enterprise, proudly registered in Nigeria. Our brand Boaz Superfoods operates from Karo, Nasarawa State, producing nutrient-rich, locally sourced food products like soya mix powder, Tom Brown cereal, beans flour, dry pap, and lots more. My story is truly a ShowcaseHER success story, as this program has really showcased me to the world. Before the ShowcaseHER Export Readiness Training, my business was merely an idea with business registration and just one product line. But today we've grown into limited liability company with 7 product lines. Staff strength increased by 300% and our revenue by over 500%. Impactor helped me to trademark my brand, secure NAFDAC certification, open a corporate account, and access my first zero interest loan that boosted production. With their guidance, I also secured my first single-digit loan from the Bank of Industry Nigeria for equipment funding and to establish a standard factory. I also received a world-class mentorship from Impact team. Before joining the ShowcaseHER program, my products wasn't export ready at all. But today, I am proud to say that my products are 95% export ready. Thank you so much to ShowcaseHER. I now run my business with clarity, confidence, and a global vision. Thank you, Impact. Thank you so much to ShowcaseHER, and thank you to Uprising Bank. Thank you, African MPVs.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Faith, for that very hearty testimonial. Dr. Nesreen Abdun has just joined us. You can have the floor.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Today, really, I'm so happy. I know it's a day of all of us. My name is Dr. Nesreen Abdun, the founder of Nesreen Abdun for Administrative and Technical Consultancy. A little over a year ago, my business dream was shattered. My home, my community, and the business I had built with love were all taken by the war. I'm from Sudan. So my home, as I told you, and my community taken by a war. So like many, I found myself at a ground zero, not just fighting for my business survival, but for my family and my own life. That's when ShowcaseHER became my lifeline. The training they provided was more than just a set of digital skills. It was an invention into a community of over than just a set of digital skills. It was an invitation into a community of over 197,000 women who refused to let their dreams die. I learned that resilience isn't just about enduring, it's about adapting and forging a new path. The unwavering support from ShowcaseHER gave me the courage to make a pivotal life-changing decision. With their belief in me and intervention, I made the hard choice to my business from the war-torn region of Sudan to the vibrant, dynamic environment of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. I'm proud to say that in a matter of months, my business is not only officially registered in the UAE with list-owned office, but it's now an international entity poised for global growth. This journey has propelled me from a struggle for survival to a platform and chance and be an opportunity hunter. My purpose is no longer just to earn a living, it's to support other skilled women in create a reliable link for African businesses to connect with the Middle East, Europe, and America. My current community is with me, is still with me through remote work. This is how we grow the economy. To the ShowcaseHER team, I would like to say thank you. You didn't just train us. You didn't just train another entrepreneur. You resecure their dream and empower a woman to rebuild her reality. And to my fellow entrepreneurs, never take your strengths for granted. Our business are not just a source of revenue. They are our legacies. Remember that no matter what you leave behind, your vision can always find a home. The longest journey I ever took wasn't from Sudan to the UAE. It was the journey from fear to faith. Thank you, ShowcaseHER. Thank you, ShowcaseHER. And thank you, Uprising Bank. You are our canvas. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Nesrin. We appreciate taking time to join us here today and for your testimonial. For the last testimonial from one of the cohort 2, I want to call them graduates because we are not even done with the graduation ceremony. So Doyigbe Elodi from Benin Republic. Doyigbe Elodi, please unmute. You have the floor.
Allô, bonjour madame, je vais y aller en français.
Just proceed, it's okay.
C'est possible? Allô?
Proceed.
Je suis Elodie Doigbe, promotrice de la marque Kirutera by MMC Pro. Et il faut dire qu'au début, avant ShowcaseHER, j'offrais des thés simples dans des papiers craft que tout le monde connaît. Et avec la formation, j'ai pu acquérir des compétences qui m'ont permis d'améliorer la présentation de mes produits. Et aujourd'hui, quel que soit le milieu commercial, je peux exposer mon produit. Ce programme m'a aussi permis d'acquérir des compétences cruciales en exportation. Par exemple, le financement commercial, le marketing digital. J'ai appris à élaborer des stratégies d'exportation qui vont me permettre et qui me permettent d'ailleurs à mieux comprendre les marchés internationaux, de naviguer dans les exigences douanières qui sont essentielles pour la croissance mondiale de mon entreprise. Grâce à mes nouvelles compétences, j'ai également créé un compte TikTok professionnel sur lequel je fais la promotion, la sensibilisation. Et ce compte m'a permis de vendre en dehors du Bénin, que ce soit au Gabon, au Togo, en Algérie, au Burkina Faso, et même hors du continent. J'ai vendu en France, au Qatar. C'est vraiment ce qui témoigne de l'impact direct de cette formation sur mon chiffre d'affaires. Parce qu'avant, je vendais par mois 200 000 francs. Mais aujourd'hui, je peux dire que grâce à ShowcaseHER, une seule commande d'un seul client peut aller jusqu'à 200 400 000 francs. Et de plus, les coachs de ShowcaseHER m'ont beaucoup aidé. Ils m'ont aidé à ouvrir mon compte bancaire à EcoBank. Il faut dire que j'avais peur d'ouvrir mon compte parce qu'un compte professionnel, ça demande beaucoup d'investissement. Et aujourd'hui, je vois ma gestion financière facilitée et renforcée. Cela me donne de la crédibilité en face des partenaires. Et aussi, je dois dire un grand merci à ShowcaseHER pour cette belle expérience transformative qui m'a permis de développer ma marque, de réaliser mes ambitions professionnelles. Merci Impacta, merci ShowcaseHER, merci Afreximbank.
Merci, Elodie. Thank you so much. So just to briefly interpret what Elodie was saying, she got a digital marketing strategy. She was also able to open an account with EcoBank, Benin Republic. That's one or two things of what I had, all right? Moving on, we did promise the cohort 2 participants that we have grants that are supposed to be won by those who went through the program. I will invite Madam Efe to the floor for the grant award presentation. Miss Efe. Miss Efe.
Thank you so much. Apologies, my internet was a bit tricky. Yeah, so congratulations, ladies, cohort 2 as we conclude this journey. I was looking at the chat room. I see some people say they're already teary-eyed and they can't believe it's come to an end. Obviously, we are still here for you. This is not the end, it's only the beginning. But to announce the two women that will be working away with the grants are the first lady is Miss Madana Ashley Donald. She is the founder of Ashley One Bags Limited from Trinidad and Tobago. So congratulations to Ashley. You'll be walking away with a grant today. And the second winner comes from the continent of Africa, and it is Joyce Wakagi. She is the founder of Gaki African Wear, and she is from Kenya. So congratulations, ladies. We hope that the little token will be able to help you to continue to scale your businesses. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Efe. I've just put it on the screen for everyone to see in case you did not hear the grant winners. So these are women from the cohort 2. We'll just echo Madam Madena Ashley Donald and Joyce Wagaki from Kenya. Congratulations. Now again, there's another pack for joining the ShowcaseHER program, and that is an opportunity to attend the Intra-African Trade Fair. Efe, I will bring you again to the floor to please give us a list or announce the list of women from cohort 2 who have been selected to attend this year's IATF in Algeria. Efe, you have the floor again. Clem, do you want to step in for Efe? I'm assuming she's having some network issues. Efe, you have the floor to announce the IATF participants.
Great, thank you. As part of the cohort 2, we had also indicated that select winners will be joining us at the IATF, hosted by Afrexim Bank in Cairo, Egypt. And I think I actually want to give that honors to Afrexim Bank. If they have the list to make the announcement, I believe Afrexim Bank, it's more appropriate to make that announcement, or else I can take it. So do we have the Afrexim team?
Mr. Odi?
Yes, I'm still very much with you. More than happy to do the honors, Efe and team.
Great. Do you have the list in front of you?
If someone can send it to me straight away, then I would reel it off. I don't have it immediately in front of me.
Yes, let me forward the list very quickly. Give me just 1 minute.
Excellent. So I have the list of, I believe there are 20
No,
names.
cohort 2. You're just announcing cohort 2, so you have a list of 7.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just
between cohort 2 and 3. We don't. But we have the 20 coming from impact.
Okay, Efe, I think we will just let you go ahead and make the announcements.
All right, great. Sorry for about the
I
confusion.
have the list.
No, not
Yeah.
whatsoever.
So there are different cohorts. So for cohort 2, we have from Uganda, Rita Nagudu, founder of Kipeki Solutions Limited, Uganda. The second person comes from Zambia, Tazilinda Sakala Mulenga from Gemstone Jewelry. The third person is again Ashley Donald from Trinidad and Tobago, Ashley One Bags. Number 4, we have Altine Bello from Eltex Fantastic Multi-Service Nigeria. We have Hannah Halui from SWHG Agro Industries, Ethiopia. Number 6 on the list is Elvina Mbute Ileka from Granny Green, Namibia. And number 7 on the list is Christelle Jackson Ndogu from Cameroon. So these are the 7 participants from cohort 2 that will be in Algeria.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, and it's an all, as you know, courtesy of AfroExim, it's an all paid, all expense paid mission out to Algeria. Your boots are covered, hotel and flight. So congratulations, and I look forward, and I'm sure the AfroExim team look forward to meeting you in person in Algeria.
All righty, thank you so much, Efe. So you can just take in the screen. If you can see your name, we can all congratulate them. I think at this point you can tell that Impacta and AfroExim Bank are walking the talk, so to say. All right, at this point, you're probably wondering what AfroExim Bank does. I'll introduce Mr. Alassane Diaye, a consultant in the SME Development Department at AfroExim Bank, give a presentation of AfroExim Bank ESDP program. Mr. Alassane, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you. You hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Okay, let me share the presentation. I'm going to be as quick as possible. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, you can.
Okay, no, thank you very much. Thank you. Actually, I was going to mention that this presentation should have come earlier in the program, but it's still good. So the purpose actually of sharing this export SME development program, as we call it at AfroExim Bank, in short ESDP, is really to give you the cohort 2 and 3. I mean, for cohort 2, it's a refresher, I should say, but for cohort 3 to understand exactly where this whole accelerator program fits into our capacity building mandate that we have within AfroExim Bank. So the Export SME Development Program, that's a program that was based on the assessment of the SME contribution to Africa GDP, particularly within the trade sector. And when I talk about Africa, let's also broaden this to what we call global Africa. which is the continent, as well as the CARICOM, as well as the diaspora SMEs operating outside of Africa and outside of CARICOM region. So the assessment of SMEs from global Africa is pretty much the same across the board. It's looking at, when we look at the left column, about 80% of jobs are created by SMEs. We have also 50%, and in average across the board, 50% contribution from these SMEs to global Africa GDP. And it's about 60% of these SMEs that are either underserved or unserved, completely unserved, meaning their needs are not addressed. And we can also say that across the board, about 71% of SMEs, I mean, they have a mortality rate of 71%. SMEs that that start their business, 71% simply go bankrupt within the first year. And on the right side, I'm not going to go into details about it, but basically this is the contribution of these SMEs in the GDPs of each country. And maybe should stress that this is on the formal sector. But when you, as you can all understand, most of SMEs operate in the informal sector. So when you take this into account, you can easily say that 90% of each country's GDP is driven by SMEs. So this is really the context in which we at Afreximbank came to have a special dedicated program for SMEs to really boost their contribution, which is low compared to this very important potential. So in terms of, sorry, let me remove this chat room. Okay, so in terms of understanding in a strategic fashion, what are the constraints for these SMEs to grow? This is very summarized, but at the same time, it's very straightforward. The constraints are either access to capital, either compliance matters that the SMEs are struggling with. It's also a lack of access to market. There's also technical capacity, and also access to information, and also the regulatory environment and business environment as well, which translate into policy bottlenecks. So these are the major constraints for SMEs to grow. And this is, again, the constraint that you can see all across the global Africa. So in this context, what we, sorry, yes, so in this context, what we at Afreximbank came to draft in terms of strategy in order to address this and contribute to unlock this potential of SME. We do it via a 4-pillar strategy, and it's providing, on one hand, the financing tools and services, or on another hand, the capacity building pillar, that's one of them, and the market access, another, and the policy advocacy, the fourth one. The capacity building pillar is precisely where the ShowcaseHER program fits into. The capacity building pillar is delivered via incubators and accelerators, as well as training to financial intermediaries for them to better on lend to SMEs. So this is in a nutshell the strategy behind this export SME development program. And when it comes to delivery, we also have to be strategic in targeting the SMEs constituencies. The priority in terms of constituencies are definitely youth and women. And this is exactly where Impactor fits squarely, because Impactor is focused on women. And Impactor is precisely delivering our largest share of capacity building for women across global Africa. So in terms of sectors, we are sector agnostic, but the common sectors that we specialize some training on ad hoc basis are financial services for climate, combating climate change, and also consumer goods, tourism, healthcare, transport and logistics. Agribusiness is a major one, and manufacturing as well. So these are the target sectors. I'm going to go a bit quicker. So on the instruments of intervention, and this is really to go a bit deeper. Again, these are the four pillars: the financing, the capacity building, the market access, and policy advocacy. And on the capacity building, on the incubation and accelerator program, the first box under that category. This is again where the impact program fits into. The reason why I stress on this is for you to understand that you are precisely, both of you, cohort 2 and cohort 3, at the heart of the delivery of our contribution to unlock Africa growth for SMEs via this accelerator program that you are joining or you are just graduating from. And this is where it fits. You have also workshops and master classes, but these are very short-term training lasting from half a day to 2-3 days at most. You have also the technical assistance to FIs, to financial intermediaries, but this is to address any capacity needs in terms of technical know-how to improve the services of FIs within the SME segment of their clientele. So this is it, and there was already a summary of our relation with Impactor. 3-year, cohort 3 is the 3rd year. I should say that this journey is very good and very impactful, because the main purpose of this whole ESDP program is to really bring impact, because no matter how much time, how much resources, and how much effort we provide, it will never be enough to reach our end objective of lifting Africa from where it is and meeting the full potential. but what we want to do is to be impactful. So whatever we do, we try to make sure that, particularly with these testimonials that we heard today, that we have many more of these. And by measuring the impact of over the past 2 years of the cohorts, we are very satisfied, and we are really encouraging each and every one of you to really follow the path of the previous cohorts. So we wish you the very best. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alassane, for that in-depth presentation. We'll have Peace get on the floor to give her welcome and orientation message for the cohort 3 participants. Peace. Peace, you have the floor.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you so very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here. It's always feels like home being in this group. And I'm always excited to be home. This is home for me. My words fail me when I get back to Impact Her, because this is home for me, basically. So to cohort 3, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, wherever you are. It's such a great joy and an honor to welcome you to the Showcase Her program. It's such a powerful partnership between Impact Her and AfriExim. My name is Peace Kahunde from Uganda, and I'm one alumnus of cohort 1, and I'm deeply privileged to give this welcome to the incoming cohort. First of all, allow me to congratulate each of you for being selected to be part of this. I want you to know that this is not just another program. It's just something you can call a transformational journey designed to empower you, to equip you as a woman entrepreneur with the necessary tools, the knowledge, the networks that will shift your business to the next height. Before I can share my personal experience and journey, my goodness, I must pause to say thank you. If you can clap, kindly clap, and I'll tell you why I'm saying thank you. I'm saying thank you for Impact Her. I call them my mothers, my fathers. I say thank you to AfriExim Bank and the entire team. We owe a special gratitude to our visionary founder. I call her mother, and that is Mom Effie. Through her leadership, she has chosen to carry every heartbeat of an African woman entrepreneur. She understands what I call birth pangs of starting a business and the joy of seeing it grow to maturity. When I joined cohort 1, I did not know what to fully expect, just like you. But now you have testimonies from us who have gone through the program. But by the end of the training, my outlook and approach to business had completely changed. Through the progress and the program, I gained practical strategies, values that were very valuable again, mentorship and confidence to position my business, that is AgriTrade Uganda, on the international market. The skills I acquired in structuring, pitching, and scaling have since impacted how we do business as a company and how we present ourselves as a company internationally. I was obliged to be one of the participants who attended the Intra-Africa Trade Fair in Egypt. That was 2023. That has been a game changer for me, for AgriTrade as a company, and I'm sure it will be for each and every one of you. As you begin this journey, allow me to share a few guiding thoughts that would really be of help to you. I want you to keep an open mind. In this, be ready to unlearn, to learn, and relearn, because growth often comes when we allow ourselves to be stretched. I want you to engage fully. Please, again, engage fully. Participate actively, ask questions, connect both with the trainers and your fellow sisters in the cohort. The relationships you build here will outlive your program, because to this day, I'll tell you, I call myself the baby of Impacta. I'm still a child in that house simply because we made the relationships. I want you to apply immediately. Whatever you are taught or whatever you learn, begin to implement it in your business, and then transformation will come through that action. Please, again, it takes discipline. Stay disciplined. I can't say that loud enough. Stay disciplined. The program requires commitment. The more you invest in yourself, the greater the returns you'll see. Let me assure you that the program is not just about the knowledge you acquire, really. It is about transformation, totally. If you take this seriously, you will come out with a sharpened vision, a stronger business capacity, and supportive sisterhood that continues long after the training. On behalf of the alumni community, that is Cohort 1, I welcome you warmly to Cohort 3. This is your moment. Please embrace it fully. And I look forward to seeing the amazing impact this will have on you and your business. Thank you to my mom, ImpactHER, Afri-Exim Bank, and the entire team for being the midwives of our entrepreneurial dreams. And once again, congratulations to Cohort 3. Lots of love.
Thank you so much, Peace. Thank you. I can see a lot of love in the chat section. I'll give the floor.
Before we give the floor, I think, Peace, it may be helpful, and thank you so much for the kind words, to just at least mention, because I think a lot of women are in the room, they're not sure what to expect. Can you at least mention kind of like how much export were you able to do from the program? Because this is all about exports, right? So it's all about market access.
So export, AgriTrade had never exported within Africa. And I must inform you that we got our export license after our exposure to the program. That is when AgriTrade got its export license. By close of last year, we had done 20-feet containers. There were about 35. And into this year, we've done so far 12. And the interesting bit, Efe, that we've not maybe informed you, we've been approved for FDA, and we are doing value addition for garlic to the US market, to one of the biggest spice company in the US. So ladies.
That is amazing. Congratulations. So I wanted you to share that story because I know at a point we're still counting at 6, 7, 8. But this is Peace that came from not, exporting into the market. And now she says at the end of the program, in fact, during the program, I think she was at 6 containers. And, we continue. I know the team keeps in touch with you, but she was 35 containers after the program. And this year alone, we are in August, and she's talking about 12, 20-feet containers. So the point is, the possibility is there. You will get the support. But as she said, you got to apply yourself.
Thank you so much, Efe. Thank you, Efe. As we wrap up, because you're coming to an end, as we wrap up, I'll give the floor to Mr. Alassane to give our closing remarks before we end the call. Mr. Alassane.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Well, unfortunately, I'm just going to reiterate the last part of my presentation, which was really, again, to congratulate the outgoing cohort and also congratulate the incoming cohort, and also to thank Impactor for this very impactful work that they are doing, and we are really looking forward to carry on. And this is a new edition for with Cohort 3, and we are all very confident that it will be as good, if not even better than what was already very satisfying. So we also look forward to meet the one that are going to attend the next IATF just next month. I mean, actually next week. So we are very happy, and please do not hesitate to reach out if you need further information regarding Afreximbank services, and you have Impactor who you can go to in order to provide any information that you need regarding Afreximbank. But thank you again to everyone, and it is really an honor for us. And we really count on you to deliver this mandate that we have of unlocking SME potential to meet Africa's promises of growth. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alassane. And thank you to Afreximbank for the partnership, for the ShowcaseHER partnership. We appreciate. At this point, we, as is the norm, we'll take a group photo before we all leave the call. So I'll ask all panelists to turn on their cameras. Can please be a little bit fast. I'll ask all the panelists to turn on their cameras. And then Favor from our team will be taking the photos. So Favor, when you're done, please let us know. When you're done taking the photos, please let us know. And remember to smile. Okay. Favor, are we good?
Sorry, give me a sec.
The smile is fading. How fast?
Is it a video or a photo?
Last one.
It's a photo.
It's a photo. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you to Mr. Odi and Mr. Alassane and Efe, Clem, and the entire Impactor team. We are good to go. Just a reminder to the participants, we'll have an information session tomorrow on Friday at 1 p.m. West Africa time. Confirm with your time zone. You can ask all the questions about the program tomorrow. So see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a good week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.